In this video, I'm going to show you how to set up your webhook URL that's going to then kick off your guest feedback flow. Let's head over to flows. And if you haven't done so already, copy and paste the flow that I shared with you in this lesson, and then click into this first flow called guest feedback, guest checkout. Next, click into this first step called receive webhook. And what you want to do next is use this webhook URL in your CRM or your guest management system because that's where you're going to actually kick off the entire process. Usually in guest management software, there's some sort of event that gets triggered when the guest checks out. And this is precisely where you want your webhook URL to get fired because from there, it's going to kick off this end charge flow. Everyone's situation is a little different, so feel free to get in touch with me and I'll do my best to point you in the right direction. In the meantime, give your webhook step a name here, click on save, and the next step is to map the data that you receive from your webhook. For instance, in this example, I'm just pulling in 4 different variables here. It's tag, email, cabin name, and first name. These are the minimum fields that you want to pass over for this guest feedback flow. But ideally, you want to pass over as much information about your guest that will help you with marketing messaging. That's outside the scope of this lesson, but I just wanted to mention it so that you can have it in the forefront of your mind. In any case, going back to the webhook URL, you want to fire it ideally from your guest management system or your CRM. If you're encountering issues setting up the webhook in your particular software, and you're also a do-it-yourself type of person, then I would suggest looking up the documentation from your software and searching for something like, how do I trigger a webhook on guest checkout? If not, send me an email and I'll do my best to point you in the right direction.